Good evening and salutations, my young and restless fans. Christine and Danny has got to be the two most boringest characters, besides Devon and Abby, that I've seen on this show. And I get it, right? These are for the long time old school fans that feel that they're a super couple. It's the equivalent of watching paint dry with those two. Right? But I get it. Her last name is Bell, so they're gonna sit there and show her almost every time when they can. And I don't really care so much about Christine or Christina, or whatever the hell her name is. When you put her together with Danny's and these stupid, annoying, sappy ass goddamn scenes, and I get it. This is soap, right? This is soap opera. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, sure. I know entertainment when I see one, and this is not entertaining. Which, by the way, they spent a lot of times also talking about Phyllis, which just disappeared, and I'll tell you she can stay gone for all I care. Um, Jack tries to get Lauren to play nice with Diane. I don't know the history, so I can't sit there and be like, come on, Lauren, she's a different person. I don't know how far back the history goes, but one of the things she is concerned about is how Phyllis feels, because for some odd reason, we gotta care about how Phyllis feels, because she's already upset with Michael for taking Sharon's case, and Laura for backing her up, and also betraying her confidence, whatever the hell that meant. Um, so she doesn't want to sit there and be on Phyllis's wrath like she's scary or something. Um, But he's like, hey, listen, just play nice. Just, she's a different person. Can you just sit there and try for me? So that's what she does. Um, Now, Ian, what was the point of poisoning Tessa? Right? Because Mariah gets there. Mariah is super defensive. She realizes who he is. She's just livid. Right? Nick and Faith come in a little bit after, and Nick is upset, and Nick practically calls the cops like, yeah, what are you doing out of prison? What are you doing out of jail? Hmm? No, 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 no. It must be some mistake. He must have broke out. And he calls the cops. And when the cops get there, Ian's like, I didn't do anything wrong. Nick is like, you don't belong here and stuff like that. Why are you in Genoa City? Like, out of all places, you can go somewhere else. And I was like, whoa, Nick, this ain't your town, bro. But then I found out what he did. I think one of the things he wound up doing was setting a place on fire when there was other people there. Like I get that he wanted to hurt and everything like that with the Newmans, but there was other people that was there that was not connected to the Newmans that he could have wound up killing and probably wound up hurting. So I was like, at that point, I was like, yeah, I can kind of see where Nick is coming from. You should probably go and like never come back. You should do that. But he's pretty much all like, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. And he's like, I want to make amends and da 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 da. Now, when Mariah and Faith get Tess back inside, Tess don't want to go to the hospital. At this point, she's like, okay, fine, I'm good now. I'll go tomorrow. It's like, why are you going tomorrow when you can go tonight? I'm like, the thing is, when you become a parent, it's not just about you, right? So if there's something that's wrong, you got to sit there and check that out now because you got a little girl to sit there and take care of. This is not the time to sit there and be stubborn, your pride, whatever the hell you want to sit there and call it. But she felt foolish. She was like, yo, I've been sitting there being all nice to this guy, thinking that he's some good guy, some priest and everything like that. And, she's like, how come you never told me? And Mariah's like, it was just really painful. But I'm like, you should have told her. You should have told her. Okay? I understand pain and everything like that. I get that. But I'm like, you should have told her. This is your life partner right there. This is not something that you don't say. Like, I think that's just more bad writing than anything else, but it's Y&R, so this is pretty much what I expect at this point from the show. Now, towards the end, Nick and everyone's like, "Yo, where's Sharon?" Now, for some odd, for some odd reason, Sharon was able to sit there and get caught, even though Nick and Faith were supposed to be walking this woman to the car. So what was Sharon doing the whole time? Just looking at her phone? And where the hell is security at? This is supposed to be the Newman Ranch. This guy is like the richest guy in town, and yet you don't have security. See, this is why I always sit there and say budget, right? This is where some of the budget why I sit there and talk about, because y'all can just hire some extras, really. Y'all can just hire some extras. Come on. Now, there's a whole other part where Danny is not there talking about his feelings with um Daniel is not there talking about his feelings with Danny, and the whole Heather thing, and Lucy and how she's doing, and also talking about Phyllis. Now that part is important because he's like, Phyllis is a fixer. She can't fix this, and when she can't fix something, she's spiraling. So in a way, Daniel's not asking Danny to look at the Phyllis because he knows that there's only a certain amount of people that can really reach her, and Daniel is one of them. Now, I will still sit there and call Daniel and Danny a scumbag for how they handle stuff last year, but you know, I know that Christine is not going to be happy, but this is what happens when you share children. Um, Now I feel like that's more or less pretty much about it. Oh, did I sit there and say that? Oh yeah, Jordan still has Sharon tied up, so yeah, that's pretty much where that leaves off. Now, if I forget anything, write in the comment section below. Better yet, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll be sitting there talking about all the shows, Young and the Restless, Born and Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, and General Hospital. Because I'm pretty sure I probably missed some stuff, and probably some more stuff we could sit there and talk about. I didn't do a live stream yesterday because, well, they didn't really have anything on yesterday. Um, feel like I'm, actually forgetting something, but life, man. Yeah, this episode's okay. I could have did without the Danny and Daniel stuff. Um, it seems like they're still kind of getting off of the holiday train a little bit. So that's why, while it's somewhat still interesting, it's also still kind of like, eh. Anyway, that's all I got.